We all know the stereotypes about Saudi Arabia, you know, the evil, oil-rich country. But how are the people actually?
أيوة كيف الحال يا شيخ عرب؟
In order to find out more, I wanted to spend a day like a typical Saudi. And my friend Muhanned and his Saudi friends picked me up to do something very typical on the weekend.
I love how normal this is for you guys. You just like whatever, you know, come to the desert. And for me, it's just like, wow, like pinch me. What is it? This is surreal.
So how does it work? Well, you take your four-wheeler car, that's why a lot of people drive trucks there, grab your friends, drive an hour into the desert, take out the air of your tires and just go.
Would this be like on the weekend? This would be very common.
Yes, especially this Friday. Like every Friday, I guess people come here.
Yes, in the
Now,
weekends, even in the winter time, it's better to come here in the desert because the weather is cold and the engine is take a lot of cold air.
And we have to wait a bit now because
I burned
too much.
I burned the engine. So.
And we were not the only ones. There were plenty of families, friends, some groups of just some girls bashing through the largest sand desert on earth. It's like our version of playing football in the park with our friends. And what do you do after here? Well, you maybe have a barbecue and grab a cold one. Almost the same in Saudi Arabia, only there it's dates and Arabic coffee. And that's something so important in the culture, the hospitality, to take care of the guests.
Guests come to your house usually, you give them coffee first and then you give them dates with it.
Yeah.
Usually in restaurants, any restaurant says Arabic coffee, you would expect dates with it. And big time.
The kingdom is now the world's third largest producer of dates, which have been cultivated and traded throughout the region since 7000 BC. Now, after watching the sun go down, having this magical experience, we paid someone to fill up the tires with air again, and we went to a typical Saudi, well, evening night activity.
You just hang out in malls.
Yeah, this is like this is not a typical mall. This is an outdoor mall. Yeah,
Okay.
which where it's more enjoyable, like especially in this time.
The malls you will find in Saudi will literally blow your mind. You can compare it to going to a pub here. You just go to a cafe with your friends, males, females hanging out together, some wear traditional dress, some don't. Everybody's just having a good times in those cafes. Now, places close late in Saudi because it's very hot, especially during the summer. I'm talking like 45 degrees, so really, really hot. That's why a lot of people stay inside and come out at night. So our group was heading to another location to experience something that shows how much this country is changing in the last couple of years.
Boulevard. It's like mall, amusement park, park. It's like everything and nothing in a way, right?
I still have difficulties to explain what it is, like cafes, restaurants, places where you can play games. There was a concert, movie cinema, a dome with fake snow and a slide. And I was lucky that one of Muhanned's friends who works there gave me a little tour.
For me, it's so difficult to. I mean, I've been telling you, like, you turn around a corner, you're like, what's going on here? This is cooler and better than before.
Sure.
And we've been in here for like 5 minutes. We haven't walked a lot at all, but it's huge.
It's so huge. You should today you will be walking like maybe 10,000 steps here.
Just here.
Just here.
Riyadh is the capital of Saudi Arabia and 7.5 million people live there. That's 22% of the whole country. Public transport is just being built, so there's some traffic. Actually, there's a lot of traffic. There's actually so much traffic that we didn't even get out of the parking lot.
Always crazy traffic here.
Yes, it is.
We're literally sitting in the parking spot. And people go out super late here, right?
Yeah.
Like it is, what is it now?
It's 11.
11,
20,
and that's
20 p.m.
Yeah. And we're going for dinner now.
Yes, for dinner. Yeah. It's a bit early.
It's a bit early.
A bit early. So usually by midnight exact, we go for dinner.
Would it be rude if I have my feet towards someone? That's rude.
Yes, it's rude.
Okay.
See, that's important because I would be just like, I would be offending everyone, so that's why I need to ask.
Yes, that's you try to get away from this.
Okay.
For example, you cannot sit like someone.
That'd be rude.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's rude.
Okay.
You don't have to
So,
maybe sit in the middle of.
If I do this, I offend two people.
Yes.
And this is lazim. This is a must.
You could tell me anything right now. I would believe you and I would follow you, so you could tell me anything and I would totally be like, okay, yes, I'll do it. Fast food here. Incredibly popular, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like I see it everywhere. Like it's crazy. Is it
because it's fast.
And all this takes time to cook.
This such a meal of this, it will take you easily an hour.
Most of the
If you want to stop
people,
by a restaurant.
they like to eat fast food at night. Lunch, they like to eat similar to this.
Exactly.
What I love as well is I feel it's not about food here. You know, it's more than food. It's socializing as well and all those things, which is so nice. You know, it's not just food. Now, as everywhere in the world, you know, weekend comes to an end and Sunday is a working day there. So some of you might be surprised, but ask me, what do you mean they work there? I thought nobody has to work there.
Oh wow!
But that's not true.
No, that's not true at all. Yeah, we work. Sometimes we work for more than 10 hours a day, even in the weekend. Over the weekend, we do work hard. You know, this is a reputation. It came out of the oil.
I got this more than once and I'm like, yeah, they're like, yeah, of course. Like, it's not just like everybody is driving around with a Ferrari and throwing dollars around. No, like.
No, it's not like that.
No, just Muhanned. But. Muhanned works in a very exciting and promising startup. And while I was visiting him at his work, I learned how much the tech scene has been growing in Saudi in the last years. All due to a lot of smart young people who were educated abroad and now come back to their home country.
10 years ago, if you speak English, that means, wow, you will have advantage in the market, in the workforce, you know.
Now,
but not even, no, mostly people speak English.
I really was blown away by the eagerness of the people and the eagerness to develop something, to build something.
Yes.
Like this generation it's a very interesting generation because there's this hunger for that, and it's a very educated generation because I mean you studied in the States, as you said, so many other people studied abroad. It's nothing crazy anymore. I know what you're saying, flow, you just hang out with guys, and I agree, yes. So I wanted to get a female perspective. That's why I met Haifa, a really inspiring woman.
I'm always with change, to be honest. I'm always with change, as long as change improves. If there's an improvement, then I'm open to it. I'm relaxed. I'm kind of like, I'm with change.
Do you feel that the changes are happening here, it's in the right direction?
Yes, to be honest. Of course, since the culture here was, and maybe still, it's kind of like more of private or conservative, as I said. Yes. But the people are slowly or kind of like gradually adapting to the change, which is good. But of course, with change comes kind of like, there's always pros and cons to everything.
Normal, yes. There's always good and bad with everything, also in Saudi. But I wanted to focus on the people, you know, and show a day there. And I gotta say, people are very friendly and just, you know, the Arab hospitality really is a thing. I mean, look, just a few hours before my flight, my friends made sure I leave Saudi with a proper, good Saudi gift.